What's going on, friends? This is Rod from webhostwarriors.com, and in today's video we're going to look over eHost's web hosting services. Now, with eHost, they do have very competitive introductory prices, but their renewal fees are subpar, and if we look at that, some of their plans can go hike up in price over upwards to even 200% overnight, from their stated low $298 per month or even $275 per month right now upwards to $598 per month, and that's if you're up to 3 years. So in terms of the introductory pricing, that looks great, but going on long term, it's not very competitive. It's not a very lucrative option out there compared to other web hosting services. Now, of course, they also do have the industry standard bonuses. You do get your own control panel. You can get up to $200 worth of ad credit with Google, Yahoo, and Bing. You can also utilize WordPress's CMS functionalities within their website through the control panel. So overall, that sounds great, but in terms of just overall practicality of just the pricing alone past the 3 years, it's not very lucrative, and I'd recommend other web hosting companies besides eHost. Now, don't take my word for it. Let's look at hostingfacts.com. Let's look at some of their cons. So again, the first thing, the big issue again is the big price hikes on the renewal plans. Second one is their money back guarantee refund terms. Other than that, some portions of their policy, it's kind of a gray area, and also they don't have the best customer service around. They do outsource their customer service, so it's not the best customer service that you can get. And in my opinion, you need to find a company that has really good competitive pricing. They have millions of customers that are actually happy with the service, and they have U.S. grown or home based customer service that's there to help within the same country. So I wouldn't really trust my services with them. I would recommend trying other places like Bluehost, Hostgator, GoDaddy, and other options. And if we look at some of the performance reviews, like with Hostgator, out of these web hosting companies here, Hostgator ranks #1 in page speed with the first plan, which is the hashing plan. And Hostgator's time for on average is 2.9 seconds for the page speed test result. Their best is 2.38 and the worst is 15. And some of the other companies here range from 3 to 4 seconds. And normally the average is right around 6 to 8 seconds in terms of page speed. So Hostgator is definitely up there. I do have a Hostgator review below in the description, or you can just check out my channel, or you could go ahead and check the website and the links below in the description. And as you can see as well with uptime, Hostgator ranks at #2 at 99.97% compared to its competitors. So just by looking at that in general, also Hostgator does have a month-to-month plan, whereas with eHost you do have to invest yearly. So you're gonna have to pay 1 to 2 to 3 years worth of hosting. So you can go anywhere upwards from $100 to $300 or even $400 in terms of hosting that you have to put in before actually getting the product. Whereas with Hostgator, it's the best to grow with, since you can start off month to month and then upgrade to an annual plan if you have a bigger budget. So I'd highly recommend utilizing either Hostgator or Bluehost or iPage for that matter, compared to eHost. And if we look at the uptime, Hostgator ranks #2 among these other big hosting companies. Bluehost ranks at #1. Hostgator had a 99.97% uptime in terms of the web hosting. So again, in my opinion, I would rather check out Hostgator in terms of eHost when you compare the two companies. So if we look at Hostgator's website really quick, I think we'll go over some of their plans. So with Hostgator's plans, they are month to month. I believe they start just as low as $4.95 upwards to $5.95 with their plans. So for example, let's see. Okay, their hashing plan is $3.95 per month. You get a single domain and a one-click install. Their baby and business plans right now are introductory pricing at $5.95, and the renewal plans they're not going to surprise you. They're not going to jump 200% overnight compared to eHost. So my opinion, I would much rather go with Hostgator or any other company for that matter than eHost. mainly because of those reasons. So with that in mind, I just wanted to keep this review short about eHost and its other competitors. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully you got a little bit more information about the company and you can make an educated decision whether you want to get involved with eHost or not. So with that in mind, appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.